Hello, who do I have here with me today?
Hi, my name is Stephanie Caballero. I am an attorney. I've been practicing for over 20 years. I know, oh my gosh. And I am licensed in, I'm seriously.
Have you been practicing since birth?
Yes. Serious.
It's been a day. It's good enough. Okay.
So I'm licensed in California, California, Texas, Washington, and DC. And I'm a mom via surrogacy.
Oh, oh my gosh. How many kids do you have via service here? Look.
2, they're twins. Back in the dark ages, so they're 24. So,
Oh my gosh. So you did it when they invented the process. You were one of the pioneers.
Truly. No, really. I was there was no cute little pen. It was a glass vial and popping it and all the mixing. But yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. 24 years old, though, twins. I love that. That's amazing.
My baby.
And then now you're an advocate and, you're helping other parents through that.
That's what I love. I can talk to the surrogates if I represent the surrogate or the intended parents. I've been through the process. I can talk to them and tell them, obviously legally when I go over the contract and the parentage order, but they always ask me what my surrogacy was like. And they feel really comfortable that I gave them, I give them the tips, what I did and then I've been through it. And then for the surrogates, I can talk to them about the progesterone shots and all those lovely things, depositories and
Wow.
yeah,
That's another video.
effing ungathered.
Okay, so we're going to go over Washington, D.C. because I have yet to speak with someone who's, licensed in that state.
Yep.
And then we're also going to get to which state you think is the easiest because I like what you're saying about all that.
Right.
So let's talk about D.C. What are the main legal steps in the surrogacy process for D.C.?
Okay, so DC, you have to have 2 attorneys, which that is definitely the trend nowadays. When I started, some people were representing both sides. So 2 attorneys, one for the parents, one for the surrogate. Contract needs to be signed. I almost always get it notarized because I come from California, right? So we do that. You don't have to be married. So it's similar to California. And you don't have to be genetically connected to your embryos. So that's a nice thing to do because sometimes things happen and you think you could use your own genetics, but you cannot.
Okay, so when we have international parents, let's say, and they have a surrogate in D.C., it needs to be a D.C. attorney for both the intended parents and the surrogate.
Yes. And then the surrogate would have to live in D.C.
Yeah.
And D.C. is about this big. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So why are we talking about D.C.?
Right?
Can we touch on another state? Yeah, no.
We can.
No, I'm D.C.
It's a great framework. They model it after California, Nevada, all these states that have a really good framework. They added in psychological screening for both the surrogate and the intended parent, which we love. I love when my intended parents have and it's not really a screening. It is more a meeting with the mental health professional, talk about the surrogacy, right? The best thing is intended parent, surrogate, and then one all together, right? When I did it, my surrogate was screened, but of course I was not, right? So that's great for DC.
Yes. And you probably should have been.
Right? No, right, Shirley. Actually, I instinctively knew that it was her time and not my time, right? But some people don't. I had one IP ask me, so Stephanie, when you were jealous of your surrogate, how did you cope? They said I was.
You get that?
I was never jealous because you're so good. Because it took me 8 years to have my babies, so it could have fallen out of the sky. I didn't care. I was not jealous. But did she do things that I would not do? Yeah. Did she eat Ritz Bits with cheese every day of her life? Probably. Did I care? No.
Okay, well, that's good too. Okay. So did you mention already pre-birth, post-birth?
It's a pre-birth state.
Pre-birth.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's California, it's a pre-birth state. If my French intended parents need a post-birth, I would always get a post-birth, right?
Okay.
I can do that in California. I don't know if anybody's told you that. So, right, if they need pre-birth and post-birth, we just kind of wrap it into pre-birth.
Okay. And then when do you typically file that?
I like to file at 20 weeks pregnancy. I don't like any surprises, and my office actually sends the parentage order, and we put the name of the agency, the IPs, the attorneys involved, coordinator's name, because they're usually a lot of times they're coming from another country, or even if you're coming from another state. I want the hospital to know that the woman giving birth is not the parents and that they are. Yeah, I definitely want to know that. So
I love that. That's really good. Okay. And then how long does it take to issue?
the parentage order, it's not long at all. No, here's the thing. It depends on the judge. It depends on the court. It depends on what's going on in the court, but it is not long at all. It's very quick.
Okay.
It's a great law. It's just the DC's so tiny, right?
Yes. But that's good. That's good to know. Are same-sex couples treated the same in surrogacy law?
Yep. DC is definitely gender neutral.
Okay. Perfect. And then let's talk about POA. Is that uncommon or getting common?
Well, just in general, it is not common. We do have guardian nomination documents if the parents like to do that, and that does cover it. But if the parents can't come, obviously we want to get a POA so that the surrogate isn't like,
Might taking. Is she coming home with me?
Right. Actually don't want the surrogate to take the baby. Right. She's got that fourth trimester and that rush of hormones.
And they don't want to.
They don't want to.
They want to go home and not sign up.
No, they want to go home and take a nap.
Yeah.
So like my surrogate, 2 days and then another nap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually a fear that I used to get when talking to surrogates. They're like, what happens if?
When I rep a surrogate and they're not a repeat, they always ask me, yes, always, what happens? I go, listen, we are not going to make you a mom. They're like, I always get this question, what happens if the surrogate takes the baby? I'm like, the surrogate doesn't take the baby.
Or what happens if the intended parents change their mind?
Right. There's so many things we can do, but the surrogate's always like, where's the parentage order? Where can I sign? Hello.
And their husband is like, where would I sign at?
Where can I sign? Yeah.
Okay. And how does your state law, this is Washington, D.C. again, address termination or selective reduction decisions in surrogacy?
They don't really have a big section on it, really and truly. It's more like California. You go by what is currently the law there. It's probably around 20 weeks. Thankfully, though, I want to tell everybody that it does, as you know, is not happening that often.
Okay, yeah.
All with the testing of the embryos. And I can't tell you the last time I had a surrogate have to terminate.
Knock on wood. That's real one. I got you. Yes. Okay. And yeah, it is. It's because there are so many tests done.
Both of the surrogate, and we do one embryo transfer. We're not doing two, right? So
you don't do two?
Well, most
people don't.
Some do. I've had,
it is rare that it splits, right?
Correct. It is rare. So I had somebody put in their last two embryos and then one of them splits to the triplets. A few years ago.
Wait, how did you guys get twins?
Remember the dark ages? They used to it was day throwing
many
embryos.
How many?
Yep.
I mean, that's scary. They did 3?
Yeah, they did. Well, yeah, they did more than 3. It was triplets.
I would be scared to death. Stop.
I know, right? But then it ended up just being twins, thank God. Because I don't have 3 hands. I did 2.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Got it.
I was thinking, okay, how do I pick a triplet?
What would you do? I know. One in the bathroom, in the front.
Twins were okay. It was doable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's basically all I have.
My favorite state.
Let's talk about who is your favorite state to do surrogacy.
Okay, to file a parentage order, Texas.
Texas, and why?
Because it is so streamlined. The court gets it, and we get the response back. Whatever court we work with, we get communication back. It is really a fantastic state. I know people are afraid of it because the abortion law, but again, what we talked about, right? How termination doesn't happen very often, and I haven't had to do it. I love Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to know. Yes. Let's do an icebreaker question because you're fun. We're going to have you stick your hand in my ear, swirl around.
Oh, I love it.
I hope you get a fun one because, I feel like we kind of draw. Let's mix it up a little bit. Yeah, you need a fun one.
Can I pick one? Can I read it? And then if I don't like it?
Yeah, you can. Yep. What does it say?
What emoji represents you today and why? honestly, I stayed talking to my colleagues too long, and I went upstairs to my room at midnight and I couldn't fall asleep. So it would be the very tired, draggy emoji, even though I have energy, but it would be one that was, can we take a nap? So the napping one.
Okay, the napping one. Good. Let's see. Oh, I like this one. Here we go. Read it.
Do you have a celebrity crush? Who is it? At the moment, it is Robert Irwin on Dancing with the Stars. Oh my gosh. Seriously.
No, I have to look him up.
Okay. Gen Z is watching that show live. They don't watch anything live, right?
Right,
He doesn't, right? They are watching that show
On
live.
TikTok, they're not watching.
Right? They are watching it. It is the highest rated show that they've had in years. They brought it back live. He is from Australia. His dad was the alligator guy that... Yes.
So, yeah, I was wondering why I heard that name.
So his sister won, Bindi won, and now she.
Yeah. Remember that? Was that last season?
No, 100 years ago. All he did is dance, honoring his mom.
I think I read something about
Oh, he is so good. The leap in the air, the things he's doing, and he's so funny. Oh God, we have so much fun talking to him because we're funny.
Oh my gosh, that's so
No, that is actually right now. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, look him up. He's adorable. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
That's it.
Well, Stephanie, you're so fun. Thank you so much for chatting with me. Get a load of her suit. Don't run. Because I love this. Like, that is so cute. So cute.
Happy too. Oh my gosh, this is great.
You're fun.
How are you?
Thank you so much.
GSHC.